Hey guys, what up? So I am back in here to chat with you, do a little vlogging, tell you what's up, how life is fantastic. No, it's really not. But you know, we're doing what we do. This is how we do. Anyways, so I am home alone. I'm not really home alone. My dad's still here with me, but like he's at work most of the day. So I'm by myself most of the day, I guess. Not really, because he comes home for all his breaks when my mom's gone. Anyways, so I've been supposed to be cooking my dad's meals, and I forgot to thaw the meat before I went to my job interview. Pause on the first story. I went to the job interview, and they basically were like, oh, you aren't fluent in Spanish. And then they asked me about my availability after basically telling me they don't take people who aren't fluent. So they were like, well, is your schedule pretty flexible as far as everything goes? I was like, yes, except for an appointment that I have in July, and I'm going to need at least 2 days off because it's in San Antonio. And so they were like, oh yeah, no, we don't do that kind of stuff. Like, that'll just count against you and possibly get you fired. So I was like, okay, cool. You guys are obviously not for me or very cooperative. Anyways, back to the other story. So I forgot to thaw chicken. And I also don't really do raw chicken. Like, that's an OCD thing for me. Like, it just freaks me out, full meltdown. So I'm trying to put on my big girl panties and adult. But it's, like, not working. Because I forgot to thaw it out in the first place. And, yeah, anyways. Whatever. So I also kind of made dinner last night. My mom was just gonna like put it all in the pot for me, and so I just had to put it in the little crock warmer thingamabob. But then she started it all and stuff because I guess they left later than they thought. I don't really know what happened, but it was super awesome because I didn't have to deal with the chicken that day. Anyways, so that happened, and now I'm like home and the chicken didn't thaw fast enough, so I'm not really sure what I'm about to make for dinner, but my dad just texted me that he was on his way home. Anyways, so before my mom leaves, she's like, don't burn down the house. And I was like, okay, I won't. Because the last time she left me and dad, I tried to make popcorn and I didn't set the inside on fire. I set the outside of the pan on fire. The outside of the pan was on fire, and I was like, Dad, what do I do? And I carried it all the way into the living room. I don't know why, but I did. And so I pick up the crock thing. I don't know what you call what goes inside of the warmer, but whatever. I pick it up to drain some juice, and I realize there's a bag of raisins in there. Now, how do I know that they are for sure not mine? Because I'm allergic to raisins. Anyways, and they're just in the bottom of there, melting. Yeah, and I called her. I was like, you told me not to burn down the house. You're trying to burn it while you're not even in it. And we have this joke going on because when I was really little, there was a neighbor that just like wasn't really cool and kind of rude and always trying to report my mom for every little thing. And we had a puppy who was outside while we went to church one time, and she knocked over her water bowl because she wasn't fully house trained. So we left her outside because it was summer, wasn't supposed to rain, you know what I mean? And we were only like 5 minutes away if anything did happen, you know? We weren't even 5 minutes away. It was less than that. We lived really close to the church. Anyways, so she reported her, and the police came to the door and all that, of course. And then next Sunday, my mom stays home because we were going to our family reunion. They just had like a mini reunion every once in a while. Both sides of my family actually do that. So anyways, and mom stayed home to do all the cooking and everything so we could just go after church. And while we are at church and Mom's there by herself, the neighbor's house burns down. Now, they did the arson investigation and all that and discovered that it was just, they had something rewired, and that's what caused it. But my dad had the sheriff, who was his friend at the time, well, actually they still are friends, it's just weird not to live there anymore, you know. Anyways, had him question my mom. Anyways, it was hilarious, and so that's why I gave her such a hard time about leaving the thing in the crock warmer. So, and then come to find out, it wasn't even her. She's trying to eat better, you know, and lose some weight. And she told my brother, take this and hide it from me. Like, they're too tempting, basically. So that's where my brother put it. So it was just a group effort of trying to burn our house down. I'm just kidding. It didn't even like the bag didn't even melt to either of the pieces. Like, it really wasn't that big of a deal. But anyways, so since she is gone, the kitchen is a horrible mess. So I'm trying to clean that up, and I'm also trying to wash everybody's towel and do as much of the laundry as I can. So it's not just like all here for her to have to take care of when she gets back. So, and luckily my dad helped clean up a little bit last night and load most of the dishwasher and run it, so I can just like put it away today. But as you can see, I've only done some of it. And the counters need wiped down, and then I need to put all that away too. So just trying not to leave it a horrible mess that my mom has to take care of all of it when she gets home, you know. Anyways, I went upstairs and I like vacuum bagged some of my stuff, because apparently there's like a lot of people here have issues with brown recluse, black widows, and scorpions. That was the other thing. Scorpions, it really just depends on what part of town you live in. But like, we're kind of on the edge. So, but our house has also been lived in before us. So that kind of helps too, because they had to deal with all the pests, you know. So, yep. Vacuum bagged everything in there. I think it'll also help with organization and stuff like that too, you know. Not just a little thing, you know what I mean? I don't know if that even makes sense. But anyways, I'm just trying to clean up for my mom. And my dad said he's on his way home, and I was supposed to thaw the chicken and everything, and that didn't happen before I went to everything. So now I don't know what I'm gonna make him for dinner. So hope you didn't plan on actually eating, Dad. Sorry about that. But anyways, shout out to my mom. I don't know how she keeps up with all this, because I'm like trying to do, I mean, I guess she doesn't have school. That's probably a little bit of her extra time, but for the most part, she has to go with me everywhere. Anyways, so I'm probably, my nose is bothering me. Send me tissues. Anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say, so never mind. Never mind. Anyways, I drove through the mountains today. It's pretty awesome. I had to cross the mountains to go to this stupid interview that I got nothing out of.